Hey guys, independent Scentsy consultant Haley Jager here. So if you haven't watched my other videos, I am a lead consultant with Scentsy. I've been with Scentsy for 3 years. I signed up in May of 2015, and my journey is pretty well documented here on YouTube. But I had a follower on my YouTube channel who reached out to me by email and asked me about how did you become a lead consultant, any tips, tricks, stuff like that. And so I hope this video reaches out to like as many people as possible. I wish I knew how to like get my video seen by more people, because you don't have the option to like boost a video to try and reach more people, so you're just kind of hoping for the best. But this video is pretty much for anyone that is just interested in direct sales. You don't have to be a consultant, you don't have to work for Scentsy, you don't have to be looking at Scentsy. You could be, Tupperware, Unique, Avon, whatever. Like there's there's no particular brand that I'm going to be speaking to. I might refer to like the Scentsy compensation plan, but I really wanted to talk about just some really important things going in. You are going to find 100,000 different companies that you could sign up for, and then little subcategories of companies that you could sign up for. There are so many direct selling companies that are not even on the market, and that are on the market, and that are gaining popularity, and that have been around forever, and all of that. So, we all get hit up all the time, even on social media. We have friends that have gotten into direct selling, and so the whole news feed is clustered with all of these different people trying to basically hustle you up or get you to join their team or whatever. And I've been with like Scentsy long enough and a direct selling company long enough that I sort of give those people the floor and kind of find out how much they know about their product, and why should I buy it, why are you buying it, why did you sign up. I think it's always really important to ask a consultant why they signed up. Obviously the perks, the rewards, but especially with Scentsy, we'll get to that, but you usually have to hustle to get any of those rewards. So consider that. And I think just because there's so many people who are like, join my team, or who wants to go to Hawaii or go to Mexico. I'm going to tell you right now, I took my daughter to Mexico, and it was not a Scentsy incentive. It was not Scentsy earned. I was not even close to earning a trip. I hustle my business, and I've been with Scentsy for 3.5 years, and I will tell you, you do have to maintain PRV in order to stay with Scentsy. So it's not like I've just been floating along. I have hustled, but I've still never reached a point where I would ever come even close to earning a trip. So be careful with what the tagline is for signing up. And then most importantly, especially if someone is your friend, be careful about signing up, because even though they're going to be like, oh, I'm going to give you all the info and I'm going to do all this and do all that, how long ago did they sign up? Because either the rules can change, or there might be little things that they forgot about because they're now at a stage where they've progressed in their business, right? So they might have forgotten what it's like to be at stage 1, have no customers, have no following, have no anything, right? You're just fresh to the business. You're learning the model, you're learning, whereas they have some knowledge, they've been in it, and I just think sometimes people get caught up in, this is my story and this is how it changed my life. That's not going to be the experience for the other people that you sign up. Everyone has their own story, and like I wish I could give the floor to all of you to hear your stories and why you want to sign up with whatever you want to sign up with. I think I'm actually going to put my email below. Do not hit me up to ask me to join your team, please. I love Scentsy. I'm staying with Scentsy, but I want someone to, if you want to just like shout out to me and be like, hey, I have a friend. It could even be with Scentsy. I'm not going to knock anybody, but I want to put it out there. If there's ever a direct selling company that you've been looking at and you're considering, tell me why do you want to sign up? Who is the person that you're going to sign up with? I want to be able to support people. I feel like there's too many people who sign up and it's literally sink or float. That's kind of how you go into it. It doesn't matter if it's your best friend. It could be your sister. It could be your grandma. And like I said, their story is not going to be your story, and their experience is not necessarily going to be your experience. And the thing is, unless they're going to give you their clients, you have to build up your own clientele, customers. So they're not really throwing you much by giving you that opportunity. I do think joining a team, having the skills, gaining the skills, all of it is an extremely rewarding opportunity. But I just know through looking at, the data of direct selling companies that there are too many people sign up, get their kit, get their product, hustle as best they can, and drop out. And what happens, so I'm going to talk about getting your ducks in a row. Now, every single day when you do take the plunge and you sign up, congratulations, you're a small business owner. Welcome to the direct selling business. But the first thing, the platform of your business is, you're going to build your customers, and then you're going to get your ducks in a row. This is like, this is honestly the bread and butter of this video, getting your ducks in a row. What I'm talking about with that is every single day you're going to plug at your business, check your messages, post to your social medias, reach out to your customers. Most people that are selling these products, it's because they love them. So look around your home. Where are you using these products? Take a picture. Why are you not telling people this is a product I love and this is where I'm using it, so that they know that's where they can use it? So many people go on to like a marketing platform like, Unique Flyers or Avon Flyers or whatever, and it's just generic, let's cut out this image, make it larger, and everybody's gonna put that on social media. No one cares about a generic image. It's pretty, but why are you gonna stand out from anyone else if you're putting a generic image on social media? So I'm just gonna pause right here because I want to show you just like maybe 1 or 2 samples of how I, show people my Scentsy business through myself and through my kids. Okay, so I sometimes forget to take a breather, which is what I just did while I did a little photo insert break for you. But yeah, I work for Scentsy. I believe in Scentsy. I have warmers all over my house. I have room sprays in my bathroom. I've got Scentsy Fresh for my furniture and my, clothes and stuff like that. Like, I use all the laundry. Like, I am such a good person to be selling Scentsy because I live and breathe Scentsy. Like, it's, it's something important to me. But something I forgot to start off by saying was, and I did have a little note here. I'm the worst for this. Okay, so the one thing I wanted to talk about was, right. So talk about getting your ducks in a row, and I will continue with that one, plugging away. I'll have to remind myself to go back to that. But what I wanted to talk about was, when you sign up, the most important question is, how reliant are you on making money? How important is making money to you? And what are you willing to do to make money? And if you have a small business like me, where you're direct selling products, I can buy a whole bunch of bags of testers, and there's something called a basket party or pouch party, where basically I would give either the whole bag or split this up into like groups of 10 and give out those testers and some catalogs to people in order forms. And that might sound like a good idea, but from my own experience, ask yourself, how is that going to affect you if that customer loses it, doesn't return it, claims a friend has it? Is it going to break ties if one day you go to their house and you see your testers lying around their house? Like, there are some weird questions that you have to ask yourself like that. Like, I think it's really important to just be real. You have to invest. What are the samples? What are the things with this company that they're going to give you to be able to give out to customers? And again, are you okay if you lose those things? Is it going to set you back if you lose those things? I literally have a borrowing policy on my testers. Like, I actually have people pay a deposit to borrow my testers because I'm a mama, I got 2 kids, I don't have time to, like, you know, be losing product and then to reorder it and wait the whole ordering. Like, I don't play around. So I have that sort of, you know, you're going to pay some money to borrow my testers so that if they go missing, you know, I've got some money back in the pot to try and reorder and make up for it. But some people have, like, you know, multiple bags, full-size bags of all the testers, and they give them out. Or you might have little lotions or little face cleansers or whatever. Like, find out what the sampling, how are you going to get that product out to people? Does the company have something like Success, or Scentsy? Yeah, Scentsy Success. It used to be the family store, but if you have something like that, which is basically where you go to buy your marketing materials, where they have samples, the lotions, little oil bottles and stuff like that, like, figure out what is this company going to give you that is a pre-made sample, or are you going to have to make samples yourself? Of course, right here. I have a huge bag of these bottles, and they're universal. I could put a spray top on the top of them. I could put a cap, whatever. I've had to make my own samples. It's just the reality of it, right? So you have to kind of look at the cost. What is it going to cost you to get the product out, and who are the best people to get the product out to, and all of that. So I didn't want to dabble too much on that, but just the important question was, how dependent are you on the paycheck that you're going to get from this job? How badly do you need the commission? How badly do you need a team? How big of a team are you going to need? If you look at Scentsy's compensation plan on page 61 of the new catalog, you know, realistically, I mean, 25% is the highest level of commission from PRV, but then all of your future potential earnings come from being a director, having a team that is hustling. You know, the sad part, like in my case, and I will talk about getting to lead consultant, but in my case, I reached lead, but I've actually not maintained lead. So I didn't realize that until recently that was even a thing, that you can reach a title, but if you're not doing the things to maintain that title, you actually go down a rank. Like, you still get paid at title, you still are considered that title, but in terms of how Scentsy sees you, you're only selling at this rank. So I'm a lead consultant, I've reached lead, but I'm actually only recognized as being a certified consultant because I don't have a team. So I don't know, I won't go into that too much, but yeah, so just how much are you willing to invest into your business? What are they going to give you to help you to promote your business? Do you need to go on Vistaprint ahead of time and make labels? How much is the website going to cost you? Is that going to become a financial strain? What if you lose money? Is it affordable? What is this a hobby? Are you selling because you want to get some free product? What is the reality of getting a free product? Because I was going to say with Scentsy, UC 265 is the minimum for a party. That is not $265. That's $265 PRV. What a lot of people realize is that that is based on an American system. So you have to reach $265 in an American system PRV in order to qualify for that first tier, just to get the half off perpetual and some product credit. In terms of how to be successful, if you want to hear about Scentsy, if you look at your catalog, sorry, but it is important because the information is in here. And because this video's gotten long, I'm going to try and just cut to the chase here. But basically, the party rewards are on page 57 of your catalog. And the first reward system is at $265 PRV. You get $26.50. If you're just at $265, you get $26.50 in free product plus one item at 50% off, and then the perpetual. However, a lot of people get to the second tier, the $465, and they think this is great. You know, at $465, you get $46.50, which is 10% back in free product, plus 2 half-off items and a perpetual. But what I'm going to tell you is you need to bust your butt and try to get to the third tier. I was originally trying to get to the fourth tier, and then I realized even though it's a lot in free product, it's only it's a huge jump to get to that. So I just think it's a good goal to tell yourself you want to sell 665 PRV, because in doing so, just at that 665, you will get then 15% back in free product. So that's $99.75 in free product, plus 3 half off items and 1 perpetual. So I have to tell you, getting to that third tier, the 665, because it's not 665, I'm pretty sure every single 665 order that I've placed ended up being like $830 in the end. That's $830. Even though your PRV is great, you basically have the potential, of course I'm on my phone, so I'll put it up here for you, but what your commission could look like if you're being paid at a lead title, and you sell the 665, just the 665, you don't have to go over that, just the 665. I'm going to show you what you're looking at getting paid. That's my bread and butter right there. So the 665 gets me a buttload of free product. It gets me 4 half off items with the perpetual, and it's just the best bang for my buck. And then the commission I get on it, and I also use my PC MasterCard to place my order, so I get PC points for that order. So that's how I also make everything kind of balance out. In terms of kind of, I guess, how I got to lead to make this video just go quicker, I was blessed with an amazing recruit who, her first order, she ordered through me, and she basically had already plotted out her order. So this is what I want for the half off, and when I get to this, I want this and that. And she had the whole order done up, and I said, girl, you need to sign up. She signed up, she hustled, she got herself, she wanted to get herself to certified to be making that 25% PR or 25% off PRV. And so she got to that, and that's what bumped me to lead. So I had my sales ready to go, but I had no teammates, you know, below me making it happen. I had 3 recruits at the time, but they were just kind of like, you know, just, I don't know, like minimum, you know, getting the minimum, just trying to get a party order in. Some of them were like, I don't know if I'm gonna get a party this month, and that's just first tier. And I'm telling everyone, go for third tier. So if they can't even reach the first tier, like, I just had a team that no matter how much I pushed them, they were really not putting in the work. They were reaching out to me a lot, like, you know, hey, you know, how do I get this? What do I need to do? And a lot of questions that were really easily found on the workstation. I've talked about that. I really, at this point, would rather be a lone wolf and work by myself, or have like some extreme go-getters that are just determined, like this girl that I'm referencing, who just hustled, knew the business model and worked it. And, you know, she was perfect. But she's selling 31 Street now, which is okay. That's okay. And so, long story short, I got to lead because of one of my recruits. And the problem for me with the Scentsy compensation plan is that you are so reliant on the work of other people in order for you to get really acknowledged for your bread and butter in the business. So I want to pause again just to show you guys, I did receive this in the mail, which was really reassuring. Drum roll, what is it? So that was very reassuring for me when I got that in the mail. I got it like 2 months late or down the road, which is fine. But basically I had sold 10,000 in PRV on an American system. I think I'm at like 12,000 now, and I don't want to brag and go on about that, but I do want to say, like, your customers are very important. And even if they're going to the holiday events and buying wax from other people or whatever they're doing, you have to always be one step ahead. So whatever business you're getting into, whatever it is, you know, in terms of, I want to make sure I talked about everything. yeah, financial goals, losing out on money, earning the third tier, getting your ducks in a row. So an important part about getting your ducks in a row, since I'm all over the place clearly, an important part. So yeah, customers are very important. Maintain your customers, stay ahead every day, plug at it. If there's a new product, you make sure you're letting them know and that they're not finding out from someone else and that they're then ordering from someone else. Put your customers first. Try to think, if you're excited about a product, don't delay. You need to get that out to your customers. If there's a new sample offered in the Scentsy Success or whatever your company, a new sample that you can get your hands on, get it and get it out. Like, you know, be generous, be kind, always give. You get commission. Choose, you know, give some of it back or invest some of it into your business if you can. Everyone's financial situation is different, but in terms of getting your ducks in a row, to the people that flake and say, I'm sinking, I don't know how to float back up, I'm gonna have to just tap out, and they give up, what happens to those people? It's usually after the 90 days, the 3 months. And what happens, it is so heartbreaking, honestly. What happens is you have given out every last catalog you own. You have put your labels, and of course I don't have a label on this catalog because it's my catalog, but you've put your labels on all your catalogs. You've given out all this marketing material. You've loaned out testers. You've bought testers. You've bought samples. You've made samples. You've stayed up late nights. You've reached out to customers. You've started a page. You started a group. You're on Instagram or Snapchat. I don't understand this stuff. I'm almost 30. I'm too old for this stuff. But anyways, if you have gotten your hustle on and you give up at 90 days, I'm going to tell you something right now. There's a high chance that you reached out to some people that had maybe 5 bars from a previous consultant and melted through those bad boys, used up some of your samples, and are about to reach out to you with your contact information and are going to find out you are no longer a consultant. So they're going to go, the way Scentsy has it set up, Scentsy's already going to give them away for you, or they're going to reach out on social media and find someone, and they could find someone new. What if they find someone and it's like their first week with Scentsy or their first day with Scentsy, and they get this huge order and it's from your work? You actually put all the ducks in a row for that consultant. You know, and there's nothing wrong with it. We're all about the sisterhood, but just keep in mind, you know, most people aren't going to go through all those samples, aren't going to go through their personal stash, or maybe aren't going to look at a catalog till there's a new catalog, or whatever the case. Like, you know, around Christmas time, there's so many vendor events that people are usually going to those events and stocking up. You want to reach out to them before then. You want to make a good, solid relationship before then. But the main thing that I was getting at was, you know, try not to sink. If you know after 90 days you are going to sink and that's it for your business, by like day 60 is when you should start hustling your butt. And even if you feel like I've done everything and at 90 days you're cut short, just keep in mind you've done all the work. That when those people use all the stuff and all the generosity that you've put into your business, someone else is going to reap the benefits of your hard work. So it's a tough system. So again, in terms of my luck with Scentsy, getting to lead, my journey, everything, I was lucky. I got lucky. I had one person who made the difference for me, got me bumped up to lead, but I've just never had any further luck. So if you're looking for a company to sell up to, I feel so bad saying that, but for real, if you want to get reinstated with Scentsy, if you want to come on back, if you put in your 90 days and you sunk and, you know, people reached out to you, but you're no longer active and you want to get active again, I'm your girl. Join my team. I'm kidding. I feel so bad saying that. But for real, if anyone ever wants to join my team, like obviously I will tell you how it is. I want to support you, but I also really want some good team players who are going to hustle as hard as I have to make it this far. But yeah, I'll put my join link below. Reach out to me before you ever sign up. And I don't care what the company is, if you guys ever want some insight, some help, some direction. I know a lot of people in other direct selling companies too. I've gone to lots of vendor events. So if you want me to reach out to some peeps that I know to try and see if they'll give you some insight before you sign up or whatever, like, I want to help out anybody so that you're not going in blind, trying to learn all the information, gain all these customers or clientele, and make things happen before that 90 days where you get kicked. You know, most people, they say it can take up to 2 to 3 years to actually build your business. And I'm going to tell you right now, I started off making like $60. Some months there was no luck at all. $60 here. I'm now averaging like $250 a month, and tapping myself on the back because I've got no one. That's me putting my ducks out there and constantly going back to those ducks and making sure that they're taken care of. So plug away at your business every day, put your customers first, make them a priority, get all the information out to them, and good luck. And if you need me, I'm always here. Bye.